Good evening and welcome, wrestling fans. Mean Scheme here along with Jesse the Body. And it's time for the WWF here on the Nation Network. Coming to you live from Washington, D.C., the Cap Center. This is Wrestling Challenge. All right, good evening, wrestling fans. Mean Scheme back here as we take a look at a brand new team here in the World Wrestling Federation.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. On the way to the ring, at a combined weight of 1,068 pounds, King Krom Buddy and York O. Sue Zinda, the family.
All right, just representing the Heenan family, he's just put these two monstrosities together, Yokozuna and King Kong Bundy.
Yeah, I tell you right now, nothing ever surprises me when it comes to Bobby the Brain Heenan, but this time he's outdone himself. I don't think there's a team in the world that can stand up to these two guys, and we're going to test it out right now.
Indeed we are. Here come Hawk and Animal, the Road Warriors. One of the most highly decorated teams in history.
At a combined weight of 609 pounds, the Animal and Harm, the Road Warriors.
Well, the Road Warriors, as they make their way to the ring, Bobby the Brain Heenan must have a lot of confidence in his team to put him up against the Road Warriors in a debut match.
Indeed, the Road Warriors, one of the most decorated tag teams of all time. They have been to the top of the mountain. They're on their way back, but tonight they have got, indeed, a mountain of a challenge ahead of them.
Yeah, not just one, but two.
This is just our opening contest. I'll tell you right now, ladies and gentlemen, What a night of wrestling we've got coming up for you. Bell sounds, action underway. It'll be Animal going up against King Kong Bundy. Tries to go for the scoop slam, had no luck whatsoever.
Yeah, I don't care how tough and how strong the Road Warriors are, and they are. I won't take nothing away from them. You can look at them and tell for sure that they don't miss any time in the gymnasium, but you take a look at a guy like King Kong Bundy, I'm sorry. Oh, there goes the referee.
Referee indeed gotten away in the crosshairs, if you will, and now Bundy and Yokozuna doing a double team. King Kong Bundy, of course. Oh, he just accidentally caught Yokozuna.
Well, that was inadvertent, but at the same point in time, that's one of those things that we wanted to find out about. Would they be able to work as a cohesive unit? And early on, you almost wonder.
Yokozuna using that size advantage. I don't know about strength per se, but he is a huge man, and that comes with its own element of strength. Tremendous clothesline now by the Animal. Well, I'll tell you right now, what would it mean if the... Oh, he's got him up! Animal has got Yokozuna up. He couldn't hold him.
I've got to tell you, I'm surprised to see that. He had him over his shoulder, but he couldn't maintain the body position. And Yokozuna without any damage done. Now here comes the double team.
Road Warriors, consummate tag team wrestling. Many feel that they put tag team wrestling on the map in a way that it had never been before.
And I won't argue with that either. That's why it's going to be so much more impressive if King Kong Bundy and Yokozuna manage to pull off the victory.
Impressive indeed. Right now, King Kong Bundy handing out the punishment to Animal, who has yet to make the tag. We have not seen Hawk in the match as of yet. Back body drop, and now Bundy going down.
Well, King Kong Bundy is not out of his element in a tag team match. He and Big John Studd for a number of years were a tag team. Yokozuna has had tag team gold in his history. But this is the first time where I've seen this kind of force working together.
Well, Animal did manage to make the tag. Hawk is in the ring, but he is not faring any better. The sledgehammer down across the back once again by King Kong Bundy.
I'll tell you, he's just going after him right now. When was the last time you ever saw the Road Warriors manhandled like this?
I don't believe that I've ever seen it, but right now the tide may be turning. Hawk with a snapmare, taking him over. We're coming to you live from our nation's capital on this election day. Midterms on the line. Tag team title futures are on the line as well. The tag team champions, the Hitman Bret Hart, Jim the Anvil Neidhart, not only got to be watching on to this one, but they will be in action later tonight. Our main event, a battle of the former world champions. Rowdy Roddy Piper, the Macho Man, Randy Savage, still with some unfinished business, and now the title no longer up for grabs.
Yeah, that should be a very interesting match indeed, because those two dudes were going back and forth for that belt not very long ago.
There's the Irish whip into the corner, and Hawk follows him up. Shoulder tackle, and Yokozuna's down. Do you think they could even attempt a doomsday device?
No, no way. There's no way either of those two guys is going up on their shoulders.
A series of shoulder tackles, and now Yokozuna is in all kinds of trouble. He's got him up.
And again, he couldn't hold him. Tried to go, I believe, for a backbreaker or maybe even a power bomb, but he could not maintain the weight.
Well, the size advantage definitely has played its role thus far in the match. And now, wait a minute. Yokozuna has him in position. And if he hits with the bonsai drop, and he does, referee's there, shoulders are down, save is made.
If it weren't for Animal making the save, we would have winners right now, and it would be the Heenan family. But I'll tell you right now, I think he's just prolonging the inevitable.
Oh, he's going to do it again this time. It'll be Animal on the receiving end.
The whole world just came down on top of Animal.
But it bought time for Hawk. Now on the outside, being brought in by Yokozuna. Fans, I'll tell you right now, this is going to be brutal. 2 against 1. Bundy now the legal man in the ring.
Look at Road Warrior Animal outside the ring. He still can't get to his feet, barely.
He's back up on the apron now, trying to make the tag. Hawk finally coming up with some offense, and now Bundy in trouble. He's going to go for the pile driver. He got him.
Near 500 pounds up for a pile driver. Now that's something I wasn't expecting to see. What is he doing? This is a huge mistake.
Oh, Animal and Hawk both taking advantage of this opportunity, perhaps to catch their breath.
That was a big mistake right there. If you were going to go for the cover, you should have done it right away.
And now Hawk going again, pile driver. Oh, he got him, Bundy. Bundy split wide open.
The blood starting to flow, King Kong Bundy, and now another pile driver.
I've lost count. That's at least 3, maybe 4 pile drivers.
I don't know if Bundy can survive that, but one more time. Here we have it. Hawk looking at a down Bundy, giving him the opportunity to regain his composure. I have no idea why you would do that.
Not only that, but now allowed him to make the tag to Yokozuna. Well, he managed to cut him off just in the nick of time.
Now he goes for the cover. Are you kidding me?
Oh, they almost got him.
Yeah, almost. What would have happened if he would have gone for the pin right away? I don't know what's going on with these Road Warriors here tonight.
Big clothesline out by Bundy. Hawk out on the floor. Animal, I thought, was going to get involved, but he decided not to. As we see the blood streaming down the face, Bundy slams him up on top of the apron. King Kong Bundy, big knee lift as the action has spilled out to the floor here on WWF Wrestling Challenge. We're coming to you live from our nation's capital, Washington, D.C. on this election day. And now, Hawk with a clothesline, down goes Bundy.
Well, these two guys better make sure they keep aware of the count by the referee.
Hawk beats it back in, sends Bundy in first, and now cut that ring in half, and that's what the Road Warriors are known for. We talked about what it would mean if the Heenan family scored the win in this match against the Road Warriors, but what would it say if Hawk and Animal were victorious?
Well, I guess it would say that they are still one of the most dominant teams in professional wrestling.
As if there's a doubt. Oh, Bundy caught him with a big knee.
Or now King Kong Bundy's got him up in the air. What's he going to do with him? Oh, my goodness.
He just dropped him throat first. He was hung across that middle rope.
I think it's over.
Wait a minute, Bundy. 400 pounds down across Animal. And a save was made.
Hawk was able to get in at the very last second and make the save. Yokozuna tried to do something right there to pick him off, but he couldn't. And for the second time in this match right now, the Road Warriors are on the losing end. What a travesty of justice this would be if they were to somehow win this match now.
Well, it is tag team wrestling. Just you know as well as anybody, you have 5 seconds to get out of the ring.
That's after a tag is made. You can't just legally run inside the ring and break up paint attempts for 5 seconds.
Well, technically, yes, you can. Unless the referee has warned you and decides to disqualify you, which he may very well do. Now it is Animal going to work on Bundy. Back elbow finds the mark, and now Bundy with a tremendous clothesline. Lunging tag is made, and now here comes Hawk into the match. He hit him, but he wouldn't go down. And Yokozuna returns the favor.
Oh, right there it was. Yokozuna with that big splash down on the chest of Hawk.
He's got him up. That Samoan side slam may be enough, and it is.
Well, I hate to be the one to say I told you so, but I told you so. Bobby the Brain Heenan doesn't pick any slouches.
And now, wait a minute. Bundy and Yokozuna not done yet. As they attack the Road Warriors. Fans, we're going to get out of here. We'll be back with more in just a moment. Stay with us, fans. All right, fans, we are back and ready for more action here.
Making his way to the ring, accompanied by Shawn Michaels, and representing the Rockers from San Antonio, Texas, weighing in at 220 pounds, Marty Jannetty.
Well, things are about to get very interesting right now.
Indeed, here come the Demolition.
Here comes the axe, and here comes the smasher, the demolition, walking disaster.
And his opponent, accompanied by Smash, and representing Demolition from parts unknown, weighing in at 291 pounds, Axe.
All right, that's going to be a one-on-one match featuring the Demolition and the Rockers.
Well, a lot of bad blood between these two teams, but tonight they're going to have to try and settle something one-on-one.
Well, we're not used to seeing either of these four men in singles competition, so that poses an opportunity. Bell sounds, action underway as these two men meet in the middle of the ring. Axe taking Marty Jannetty over with a suplex.
I'm going to be very curious to see how the outside participants interact with this match.
Well, what makes you think they're going to?
Are you kidding me? You think Shawn Michaels won't try to get involved?
Shawn Michaels, I was thinking more about Smash.
Smash isn't doing anything. He's just leaning on the apron, minding his own business.
Oh, for the moment, we'll see how long that holds up. Big right hand and down goes Marty Jannetty, and now here comes, wait a minute. Hold on, these two men. Shawn Michaels and Smash getting involved with one another. Referee's going to throw Shawn Michaels, it looks like, out.
As well he should. Wait a minute.
Oh, Smash is out as well.
He wasn't doing nothing. Shawn Michaels is the one that started this whole thing.
Oh, now it is legitimately a one-on-one match. There will be no excuses this time. Marty Jannetty with a monkey flip takes him over.
You know, I'm a little bit questioning this referee right now and what exactly it is he's trying to do.
I believe he's trying to maintain order, and he's done a great job of that. Both members outside the ring were asked to leave.
Nobody was asked to do anything. They were ordered out.
Well, indeed, they had no business being here. They are not involved in this match. Series of right hands down by Marty Jannetty, and Axe dropping to one knee. And Jannetty puts him over the top.
Well, Marty Jannetty, I give credit. I guess he's doing a lot better than I would have expected him to do in this match. He gives up a lot of size and strength here to Axe.
Well, indeed he does. There is no denying that. However, Axe, a very accomplished athlete in his own right, as the referee's count continues to climb. He is up to 8, and these two men better figure out where they are if they're going to get back in time.
Oh, now he's stretching him out. Marty Jannetty's not going to beat the count back in.
Indeed, it looks like it's going to be a win for Axe by a countout.
Well, what he made up in size and strength, he then turned around and made up for it in ingenuity as well.
Here is your winner, Axe.
Well, that's an impressive victory, albeit a countout.
It's a countout. It's a victory. When you look in the record book, it's going to say Demolition member Axe got the victory.
All right, fans, indeed. Controversy looming on this one. Stay with us. We'll be back with more action here from the nation's capital. All right, more tag team action coming your way. And this crowd on its feet. The American Dream, Dusty Rhodes.
Introducing first, from Austin, Texas, weighing in at 270 pounds, the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes.
Well, this is going to be a very interesting tag team match coming up here.
Indeed it is. This match put together by the president himself. These two men have been on both sides of the fence with one another, but they've been on opposing sides more times than not. But tonight, put together to go up against the tag team champions in a non-title match.
Yeah, I don't see these two guys doing well together.
Weighing in at 350 pounds, the Big Boss Man.
I beg your pardon, they are not going up against the tag team champions. They are going up against the number one contenders for the tag team championship. I stand corrected.
Yeah, you often are.
But the question is, can the Big Boss Man and Dusty Rhodes get along well enough in a tag team match to earn themselves a shot at the tag team title? Fans, we are just weeks away from the super event,
And their opponent,
the Survivor Series.
weight of 516 pounds, Jim the Anvil Neidhart and Brett the Hitman Hart. The Hart Foundation.
All right, Jim the Anvil Neidhart, Brett the Hitman Hart. Indeed, they are the Hart Foundation.
Well, I'll tell you right now, the Hart Foundation has been on a roll, and I believe they will continue to do so. I don't see Dusty Rhodes and the Big Boss Man being able to get along well. And oh, see that? It's already starting.
Well, Dusty Rhodes tagged himself in. I don't know if the Boss Man appreciated that very much. But indeed, a big win here for Dusty Rhodes, and the Boss Man might throw them into the title picture as well.
Well, we saw Yokozuna and King Kong Bundy earlier on tonight. If I were the Hart Foundation, I would not want any part of them.
Well, if I was Strikeforce, I wouldn't want any part of them. Dusty Rhodes getting the best of Jim the Anvil Neidhart at this moment. Oh, it's a double whammy. The Boss Man and Dusty Rhodes each catching Jim Neidhart.
Well, the Anvil right now is in the wrong part of town. He does not want to be in that corner.
As the American Dream wrenching back on the head and the neck area of Jim the Anvil Neidhart. Referee was right there to see. Oh, wait a minute.
Oh, the Big Boss Man. Now, I told you they weren't going to get along well. I knew it.
The Boss Man was about to be tagged in, but instead he bailed on the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes. It's now a 2-on-1 match.
Well, you know what? Dusty had that coming. That's what you get when you tag yourself in at the start of the match the way he did.
The Big Boss Man just left Dusty Rhodes high and dry. Bret the Hitman Hart with a snap suplex on Dusty Rhodes. Now he's going to go to work on the leg of the American Dream.
Well, it's been well documented the amount of damage Dusty Rhodes has had done to that leg over the years.
Back body drop. He caught him on his way in.
Dusty Rhodes does not have a tag team partner at this point in time. He has no one to reach out to.
There's been history between the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes, and the Big Boss Man before, but sometimes we have seen in the past where enemies can come together and make even better allies. That was not the case here tonight. But Dusty Rhodes fending for himself very nicely. Airplane spin on the Hitman.
But Dusty Rhodes has no one to tag out to.
Indeed. Oh, and he missed. As Bret Hart drops him throat first across the top rope, Dusty Rhodes in trouble.
Dusty Rhodes going to have to go this one alone, and that does not look well for him.
Bret Hart goes for the cover, only gets the 1 count. Back elbow finds the mark, and now Dusty Rhodes peeing up on him, and now the Hitman in trouble. Flip, flop, and fly. Down goes the Hitman. Bret Hart, referee's in position, hooks the leg, gets only a 1 count. Can you imagine if Dusty Rhodes manages to find a way to beat both members of the Hart Foundation on his own? Hell, there's the elbow.
And now Bret Hart is in trouble. Jim the Anvil Neidhart better be there in time to make the save, and he is.
Just the fact that he needed to, though. Dusty Rhodes, nobody to tag to, as you mentioned earlier. Lining Bret Hart up with another elbow right to the forehead with pinpoint precision. And now the clothesline takes the American Dream all the way out to the floor.
Yeah, I think Bret the Hitman Hart's going to get a little bit more nasty right now. I don't think he's at all happy with the way things have been going here the last few moments.
What if the Big Boss Man would have stuck around for this match? We see what one member alone has done against the Hart Foundation. If they would have stayed together, who's to say?
Yeah, well, he had to do what was right for him, and I think he made the right move personally.
And now, Dusty Rhodes dropping him head first across the apron. The least forgiving part of the ring. And there's the tag made.
And that's what I'm talking about right there. The Hart Foundation able to make a tag, whereas Dusty Rhodes has nobody.
Dusty Rhodes, overhead press and slam of Jim the Anvil Neidhart. The American Dream has him off. Going for the slam, and now Anvil able to block that one. Overhead belly to belly.
And I'll tell you right now, that was a lot of belly to get up and over.
The Anvil now wrenching back on the head and the neck area. Referee is right there to see if Dusty Rhodes going to give it up, but he won't.
Well, not yet anyway, but I got news for you. I don't think this one goes too much longer.
He's got him in a Cobra clutch. The referee is right there. And Dusty Rhodes would not submit.
You know, I'm not so sure he didn't. It's hard to hear him when you got that arm wrapped across your face like that. He very well may have said, "I quit."
Well, the referee a lot closer than you and I, and he didn't hear it.
We've already seen some questionable decision-making by this referee.
Dusty Rhodes, back elbow, finds the mark, and now the American Dream. Elbow! He caught him with the bionic elbow, now hooks the leg. What an upset! He's got it! He did him! The American Dream 2-on-1!
I don't believe what I just saw.
Bret the Hitman Hart trying to get in and make the save, but he was a half second too late. As we take a look back at some of the action. Ladies and gentlemen, your winner,
The American Dream, Dusty Rhodes, and the Big Boss Man.
Well, the Big Boss Man gets the victory. Didn't have to break a sweat to get it.
I'll tell you right now, the Hart Foundation, that is not going to help them at all as they struggle to get those tag team titles away from Strikeforce. What would that do to their psyche?
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the Heritage Championship.
All right, fans, title time on the line, and here comes the challenger, Bam Bam Bigelow. We'd like to thank all of you watching us live here tonight on the Nation Network.
Indeed, we bring the greatest wrestling week in and week out. Shout out to Modstar Wrestling. As we get a look at Bam Bam Bigelow, the challenger, and a man I believe tonight who will become the new Heritage Champion.
The American Heritage Champion. Currently, the only man to hold that title. Tatanka. He has been a fighting champion, and tonight no different, as we can see. The American Heritage Championship currently around the waist of Tatanka, but will it be when it's all said and done? We will have to find out.
Introducing the challenger from Asbury Park, New Jersey, weighing in at 393 pounds, Bam Bam Bigelow.
Well, Bam Bam Bigelow right now is going to have the size and strength advantage, but for a big man, he can move like one much smaller.
Introducing the champion from Pembroke, North Carolina, weighing in at 250 pounds. He is the Heritage Champion, Tatanka.
And Tatanka had to go through quite the challenge to become the first and the only American Heritage Champion. Tonight may be the toughest challenge he has had since winning that title.
Well, that's what they're fighting for right there. Referee shows it to the crowd here in Washington. What better place to defend the American Heritage title than the Capitol Center?
All right, wasting no time at all. Bam Bam Bigelow. Side suplex takes down the champion. And he decides to target the arm of Tatanka. And now Bam Bam Bigelow from the deadlift. Look at the strength.
Yeah, well, this is what I was talking about. The size and strength is definitely going to go with big Bam Bam Bigelow, and there's nothing that Tatanka's going to be able to do to change that. He's going to have to go at him and use the speed advantage.
The chops had no effect, and normally they can take down a tree. But the inverted atomic knee drop definitely slowed him down, but just for the moment as the challenger down the cross body block almost goes for the cover.
Well, he went for the cover, but he didn't get a count, but it's still very early on. And to your point, Bam Bam Bigelow absorbed those chops to the chest like nobody I've ever seen.
Tatanka, the champion, trying to keep Bam Bam Bigelow off his feet, which is the smartest thing he can do.
Yeah, no doubt about it. As long as Bigelow is off his feet, that takes the size and the strength advantage out of the equation. Now, I don't think he'll be able to do that very long.
Indeed, Bam Bam Bigelow is back to a vertical base at this point in time. Tatanka runs right into the back elbow. And now the challenger crashing into the champion with near 400 pounds behind him.
That was like a freight train running into you on the tracks right there.
And Bigelow starting to get the momentum, and that is a bad thing if you are the champion. Bam Bam Bigelow hammering away on him. Drops him to one knee, but he won't let up.
Well, that's exactly what he should be doing. Don't let up. Just keep working him all the way down to the ground, and that's what Bam Bam Bigelow's doing. He's fighting a very smart fight, and the champion's in trouble.
And now Bam Bam Bigelow has him on the floor, goes for the suplex, and Tatanka comes out the back. There's that chop, and that one stunned him.
It stunned him, but it still didn't drop him.
I think they're starting to take their toll on Bam Bam Bigelow. Tatanka perhaps with a different strategy, and that is to wear him down. Down across the leg and the knee of Bam Bam Bigelow.
Well, that would be a good strategy right there for Tatanka to follow up on. Take one of the wheels away from Bam Bam Bigelow, and then it's going to really change this thing around quickly.
Inverted atomic knee drop, and Bigelow is down.
That may be the first time in this match that Tatanka has truly been able to drop Bam Bam Bigelow.
And now the momentum strongly behind the champion as he continues to work on Bam Bam Bigelow. Down across the arm. And now the champion's starting to feel it.
And Bam Bam Bigelow now starting to feel it as well.
Oh, look at that. Tatanka baited him in. He caught him. And now Bigelow stunned. What a hip lock.
Nicely done right there by the champion. Took him all the way over and down hard. Bigelow's in trouble right now, and he better figure something out.
Tatanka, what does he do? He's gone all the way up top. He wants Bam Bam Bigelow. The double tomahawk chop down across the head.
The champion right now is on a roll, and Bam Bam Bigelow better find a way to end it.
That tomahawk chop dropped him, and now Bam Bam Bigelow, indeed, feeling the cumulative effects of those chops.
I have no idea what Tatanka's doing standing there watching him. He had the opportunity to let it slip away.
And out is Bigelow with that military press slam.
We may be looking at a brand new champion right here, and it'll be the fault of Tatanka.
Bigelow up to the top rope, and he also now pausing for the moment. Oh, and he comes down with the elbow right to the back. The champion is in trouble. The Bam Bam Buster right there. That might be enough. We could have a new champion crowned here in Washington, but not yet.
Bam Bam Bigelow is about as surprised as I am right now. I thought the match was over. He thought the match was over.
Bigelow decides not to go from the top. He sees Tatanka's not down and out yet. What a match between these two men. The American Heritage Championship is on the line. Now Tatanka's got him up in the air. There it is. The Cherokee Slam hooks the leg. And he retains.
I gotta tell you right now, I am surprised. I really thought Bam Bam Bigelow was gonna find a way to get the win. Cross body block, that was early on in the match, and Bam Bam Bigelow dominated the early going, but it's what happened afterwards.
Indeed, once Tatanka finally wore him down with a succession of those chops, Bam Bam Bigelow wasn't the same man anymore. That Bigelow Buster right there wasn't enough, but this would prove to be enough. And now Tatanka is still the American Heritage Heavyweight Champion. What a victory.
And still Heritage Champion, Tatanka.
Well, fortunate for him because I still believe Bam Bam Bigelow had that one won.
All right, fans, stay with us. We've got plenty more action left to come right here on WWF's Wrestling Challenge. We'll be back. All right, fans, time for our main event, and it is going to be one for the record books.
Making his way to the ring from Sarasota, Florida, weighing in at 237 pounds, Macho Man, Randy Savage.
Well, the Macho Man Randy Savage has a little something he'd like to prove here tonight, no doubt about that. The former World Heavyweight Champion going up against another former world champion. Those two dudes ended up trading that title back and forth a couple of times, but they both want something right now, and that one thing they want is Razor Ramon.
Razor Ramon, indeed. He is the current World Wrestling Federation Heavyweight Champion. He will defend that title at Survivor Series. Will it be against Roddy Piper? Or will it be against the Macho Man Randy Savage?
And his opponent from Glasgow, Scotland, weighing in at 230 pounds, Roddy Piper.
Well, here comes the hot rod, Roddy Piper. One thing we know for sure, he's capable of beating anybody. He's been the world champion. He's been world tag team champion. He's been intercontinental champion. He's pretty much held every title there is. But the question is he mentally stable enough to get it done?
Well, the fact that the Rowdy One has been a little bit unhinged throughout his history has always worked well for him.
Yeah, I happen to believe, though, that you need to be mentally sharp in order to win matches like these. He wants to get that world title from Razor Ramon. He's going to have to really be on his A game. And tonight we're going to find out if, in fact, he is.
All right, bell sounds, action's underway. And wasting no time at all, the Macho Man with a body slam, and down goes Piper. Fans are going to be splitting this one, I can tell you that right now. As Piper starts choking out the Macho Man.
Well, one thing for sure, I don't care if the fans are cheering Roddy Piper nowadays or not. Nothing is ever going to change with the Rowdy One. He's going to choke. He's going to rake the eyes. He's going to bite. He's going to use foreign objects. That's just the way he is.
And now the Macho Man clothesline, down he goes. And to that point, the Macho Man not above the bending, if not all-out breaking of the rules himself.
Absolutely. Hey, he's going to do whatever it takes to win a match. You don't get to the top of the mountain the way he has without bending some rules once in a while.
Clothesline by Piper. Now he wants him back in the ring. He does not want a count out. Both of these men, legends in their own right. As Piper, there it is, choking him out on that top rope.
As I mentioned earlier, Rowdy Roddy Piper will pull out every dirty trick in the book.
Russian leg sweep now by the Macho Man, Randy Savage. How would you suggest these two men match up?
Well, I would give the strength advantage to the Macho Man, Randy Savage. I would also give him an agility advantage. But physically, they're a pretty even split that way. And I think Piper is the more nefarious of the two, and that might be what puts him over the top, if anything.
Well, that's an interesting perspective when looking at these two men. And I can definitely see where that could be a determining factor. Piper sends him into the turnbuckle, and now what? Oh, he's going to go for the Bulldog right there in the middle of the ring, and now he has stunned the Macho Man. Goes for the cover, hooks the leg. Referee is there. 1, 2.
Macho Man still has enough left to kick out. You have to believe that Razor Ramon is on hand somewhere watching this one very closely.
Piper attempted to lock up with the Macho Man, but he's having nothing to do with it. And now Savage with a tremendous suplex. And now the Macho Man all the way up to the top rope. Could this be it? He's going to go for the elbow.
It's over if he hits.
And he didn't. He missed. Roddy Piper got out of the way.
What the hell?
We are now into the 2K shuffle. What is happening? All right, we are back with our regularly scheduled programming.
I suddenly felt like Dick Clark just took over the broadcast for a moment.
Action out on the floor now, and they are going back and forth. Oh, to the eyes, Piper.
What did I tell you? Nefarious.
The Rowdy Scott hammering away on the Macho Man now. Thumb to the throat.
And he shields it from the referee perfectly. Never saw what happened. Referee continues his count in the meantime.
And the Macho Man sending him back in the ring. Does not want the count out. Savage hooks the leg, and there's the Russian leg sweep. I don't believe that's going to be enough.
No, it definitely won't be, but it doesn't hurt to try.
And now Piper driving him headfirst into the canvas. Piper has a sleeper hold on him.
The Macho Man has way too much continuity left in him, and he broke that hold perfectly.
Down across the knee. And now Piper in trouble, the Macho Man from the middle rope. What's he got in mind?
The double axe hammer right there to the head. And Rowdy Roddy Piper better come up with something. He doesn't.
The Macho Man Randy Savage has just made a claim.
No doubt about it. Now what do we do with the title picture?
The Survivor Series. All roads appear to be going towards Roddy Piper, but now what does this mean?
We take a look back here. Big knee lift by Roddy Piper. We know what that led to.
And there is your winner.
Macho Man, Randy Savage.
All right, wrestling fans. We'll be back with more WWF programming here on the Nation Network as we roll towards Survivor Series. Until next time, for Jesse Lamani, this is Mean Scheme saying so long, everyone.